Welcome back to another tips video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix an SQL index error when you're trying to load an overlay. If you ever tried overlaying data into Relativity by any field other than control number, you have probably gotten that error message. And sometimes you just click OK and it goes away and you're like, huh, what was that about? And sometimes people try to go into like field section, try to change indexing property and mess about there, and the error still doesn't go away, and they're like scratching their heads like, what was that about? Why is it coming up? So today I'm gonna explain to you what the error is and how we can make it go away. Let's go to my screen. All right, here I have desktop client, and what I want to do is overlay a couple of fields here, and I am using file name as an overlay identifier. The reason I'm doing this is because I need to fix my group identifier and relativity attachment ID that relates to a different video from message crawler. Well, it doesn't matter why we're doing this. The important part is if we're going to go to import, we are going to get this error message. And like I said, if you do click OK, it's probably going to work fine. But what is this message? What does it mean? Well, there are different ways of indexing your data. There is a full text index that we're used to, where we build a keyword list of build a list of all the words to perform keyword searches. This is a different type of index. This is where we index a specific field, we create a list of all unique values and store them with an index where it points to the main table. I know it's a little technical. So what we need to do is build that index in SQL. I'm going to click on cancel here so that we can create an index, and then I can prove to you that it does work after creating that index. In order to do that, we need to go to SQL Server. Here I am connected to my SQL Server. Now, important disclaimer here. What you see in here is for entertainment purposes, and you should not be doing this on your production server. If anything, your IT department or your database department should be handling this if they feel it's safe to do so. I only recommend you do this in a non-production environment, because if you do one little thing wrong, you'll break entire database. This is super dangerous. All right, we're going to locate our database. It's the way you can find out what database it is. It's going to say app ID in the URL. So I know this is the one. I'm going to go to tables, and I'm going to find my documents table, which is this guy. And now I'm going to do something super duper dangerous and right click and select design. Boy, if you make a mistake right now, bad things could happen. So we see all our fields here, and we can edit them, and we can do all kinds of stuff. And this kind of matches to what you see inside Relativity. Now, we're not going to change any fields. We're just going to right click anywhere, and we're going to say index keys. And these are different indexes that have been built on this table. We're going to add one more. So we're going to add, and we're going to specify which column do we want to index. File name, ascending, click OK. And we can give it a name, index file name, I guess, just so we know what this index is. And everything else you can leave as is. You don't need to mess with the other stuff. We're going to hit close. And you see there's an asterisk. That table's not saved. Now we're going to close it. And now we're going to commit. And if something bad is about to happen, this is the time. I'm going to say yes, and it's done. All right, switching back to our desktop client, I'm going to say import file, and no warning messages right there. Moved off the screen. No warning messages, no error messages. Data just loaded. So all we had to do is create that index on file name. So a few things you have to keep in mind when doing this. Number one, your file name field shouldn't be too long. If it's non-Unicode, it could be 900 characters. If it's Unicode, half that, so 450. I don't think you need to have file name fields that long. I know sometimes it comes preset with over 1,000. That seems a little excessive, but in order for this to work, it needs to be that. Two, if you're doing this on a large workspace, it will take time. You may slow down the server. So for production environment, just send them a link to this video, and if they're comfortable doing this, let the IT or whoever's handling do it. Even if you have access to the server, don't do it on the production server. You don't want that liability. Anyway, hopefully now you know what that error message means and how to resolve it. Thank you for checking out this tips video. I'll see you in the next one.